Hello students, in this class we'll see hexadecimal number system. This number system, as you know, it contains total 16 digits starting from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 and it goes till 15. But till 0 to 9 it's written as 0 to 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. These are represented using the capital letter A, B, C, D, E, and F. So if you wish to write anything like this two-digit numbers, then you not need to write like 1011 or 12. You just need to write A, B, C, D, E, F. We'll see this, what I'm telling. So let us first start with converting a decimal number to hexadecimal number. So in order to do this, you know what, you have to know how to divide any number by 16. So you need to know the table of 16. If you don't remember the table, then also there are a lot of ways. So let us first take any decimal number like anything like 398. This 398 is in decimal form. Okay. Now what we wish to convert uh, what this into decimal. So when we need to convert a given decimal number to binary, we keep it dividing by 2. And the way, and if we want to convert any decimal number to octal, then we divide it by 8. The same way we divide it by 16 if we wish to convert any number, any decimal number to hexadecimal. So in Excel, we have a lot of things like int, this divided by 16 and mod this divide comma 16. You know what, it tells you, this tells you remainder. Okay, this is quotient. So one more thing I'd like to show you, 24 into 16, what it makes, 384. So 24 into 16 makes 384, where remainder is 14. So this is how we need to write. Watch it very, very carefully. We just read the table of 16 and we found that 24 into 16 gives us 384. But instead of reading out the table, we just used the formula or the functions given in Excel. We found that 24 into 16 makes 384 and the remainder becomes 14. So that remainder we need to write it here. Right? Okay, normally. Now we have to check whether this 24 is greater than 16 or not. So if it is greater than or equal to 16, then it may be divided by 16. And if it is less than 16, then it can't be divided. And there we have to stop. So now we have 24 and yes, of course, 16, 1 just 16 and we have 8 as our remainder. So this is what we are getting. Now 1 cannot be divided by 16. And if you want to see how this 24 and 16 came, you can read out the table, or we can do this just in place of D4, where D4 contains 398. Now we'll write D5 and we'll see. 1 just this and remainder will be this 1 and 8. So this is not necessary to use. If you are good in maths and all, then you can use it by yourself. You don't need any calculator or these formula functions. So for the sake of simplicity, for the sake of accuracy, and for sake of speed, we have used this. Now this cannot be further divided, so we have this as our what? Look, 1, 8 and 14. But what did I say about 14? This 14 we do not have to write like this. What we have to write? 14. For 14 we have E. So we'll write E here. So this has to be base 16. So should be written like this. And of course, this is equal to which number? 398, which is base 10. So always remember to write like this. Like this. And if you need to verify it, of course, we can verify it by calculator. Right, 398 decimal and hexadecimal, you see it is 18E. Okay, fine. So dear students, we have learned how we can convert a decimal number to hexadecimal. Now if you want to convert any given hexadecimal to decimal, then what? Then also, if you have understood how we can convert a given binary number to decimal, the same way is there. Just in place of for the power of 2, we just raise the power of 16. So let us see it carefully. Now, if suppose we have provided some hexadecimal number, let us take this 18E. Let us take this. So I would like to tell you one thing, that how we can write subscript and superscript in Excel. First, you have to do what? You have to put an apostrophe, and then you have to, after writing apostrophe, comma, you can write anything that you wish to. And then you write any number like 3, 4, 1, and then like D. D is for 13, and then bracket off, and then write 16 since we write to. Then we have to press F2 button in the keyboard, and then it can be selected by using shift plus arrow key. And now we have to press Control 1, and then this option will come, and then you select subscript or superscript, whatever, and then press enter. So this is how we can write in Excel. Let us take now this as our number to be converted to back to decimal. So how we can convert? The same way, the same rule will follow. So here we'll write 3, the first digit, then we'll write 4, the second digit, then 1, and at last the D. Okay, so start numbering from 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me reduce the column width so that it could be visible more appropriate. This is the number 341D. This 341D. This is in hexadecimal. Now we would need to convert it into decimal. Then what do? We first start numbering the first digit from 0, the second one 1, the third one 2, and the fourth one 3. Now what? We have to write 16 to the power 0. 16, again press F2, to the power 0. As I said, apostrophe is needed, and then this time we need superscript. Copy paste I'm using. One thing I would like to add here, a few of you might my videos for few of you might seem lengthy and boring maybe, but dear students, all minds are not same, and my videos are or my classes are especially meant for all such students who understand slow, those are slow learners. I mean, that's why these videos are little slower, so you'll have to manage. Now what? Find the value of these values. 16 to the power 0. Always remember one formula. Any number n, n to the power gives 1. Very simple and straight. 16 to the power 1 means what? 16. 16 to the power 2 means what? Let us find it out. 16 to the power means 16 into 16. 16 two times. Not 16 into 2. 16 two times. 16 into 16. This gives us 16 to the power 2, which gives us 256. Now this is what? 16 to the power 3. So press F2 again. 16 into 16 into 16. This will be our answer, 4096. This has comes when the column width is not enough. So improve the column width. Let us delete all these things. So let us delete, leave it. So this power has came. Now what? As per the rule, we have to multiply these numbers, this and this, this and this. Okay. Which number we have to multiply? The numbers, this and this. So what? This into this. Again, column width. This into this. Look at the formula. This into this and D. You cannot write D. D cannot be multiplied now. So what is the value of D? D is 13. So in making calculation, you have to write its original value 13 into 1, which gives this. Fine. Now what? We have to add all these numbers. Okay. All these numbers which are in yellow, we have to add them all. So we can add it anyway. This plus this. Try to understand the cell references. Like G12 means what? Column number G, row number 12. H12 means what? Column number H and row number 12, like this. We could have also used a function. This is called function. The same result. This is called formula that we are putting. We are applying some formula where we are using operators and other things. And when you are using a function, then it is called function. This is this sum, average, these are functions. So this is the result. This means that this particular number, which is in hexadecimal, this is equal to this number in decimal. So let us first write it properly, and then we'll verify whether this is okay or not. Press F2 and then Control 1, then subscript. Now let us verify it. How can we verify? Using calculator. Very simple. Decimal है, इसमें just write 13341. Look, 13,341 is written in 341D. 341. Look at this calculator hexadecimal. And what 341D we have also. So dear students, up to here we have understood how we can convert a decimal, given a hexadecimal to back to decimal. So now we'll see how we can convert hexadecimal to binary and binary to hexadecimal. That's very easy and interesting. So let us do this in the same worksheet and let us remove this all. So as we did in the last class, for octal the same we will do. In hexadecimal, how many digits are there? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And you know what? These codes are there for 10 and all. First, we'll convert all these numbers to binary. That we can do with this function or by using the formula that I've told you, the function or the addition way. This is the foolproof technique where there is no chance of mistake. Now, since they are not all in the group of, 4 digits, so we'll copy it, then right click over there, go to paste special and select values and then press. What will happen? These contains formula, but these contains only value. So now you can erase it. Now make this a group of 4 and after this things will become easy for you. And since we are using formula this time, so there will be 100% certainty that things are going fine. Now what 1 3 4 D. So what we have, 1, we have 3, we have 4, and we have D. So what is the code of 1? Look at this. We have 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. Now for 3, what do we have? We have 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1. 0 0 1 1. Now for 4, we have 0 1 0 0. And for D, that is here 13 1 1 0 1. Okay. Now put them all together and then let us verify it. 1 3 4 D. If you write in hexadecimal, look, match it. 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1. So this is how we can convert it. In decimal, this is this. In octal, this is this. So this is how it is working. And yes, dear students, we can do a lot of things with it. See, if you write them all together, 0 0 1. Actually, if you'll make group of 3 of these, then you can get the octal representation also. Huh? So चलिए देखते हैं octal में बदल के इसको, since we have little time left with us. I'm writing the same number all together. This is the number. Now make group of 3 from this side. Okay, 1 0 1. 1 0 1 means what? This 1 0 1 5.